Masks of Nyarlathotep, Session 33, Hong Kong. So, as we last left it, the intrepid heroes spent a month on a steamer going from Australia to China, deciding to stop at Hong Kong first before making their way to the mainland. This was based on the fact that a particular chap that Rex had a chat with, Niles, I forget his name, Niles thingamajig, he had pointed to the Yellow Lily Bar in Hong Kong as a place in which he had seen his name's Jack Brady. Jack Brady. That's embarrassing. I completely forgot his name. Hang on. Complete mind blank. Oh, that's Jack Brady.
Jack Brady.
Yeah. I don't know why I completely forgot that. He had seen Jack Brady there. So that's where you headed. You headed to the bar and had a chat with the barman, who would talk to you about an unpaid bill by Niles, with reference to a Randolph Carter. You made your way back to your hotel, and that night, a number of unscrupulous people jumped through the window and attacked you. So, before that happens, it must be pointed out that the reason why you were in that hotel, the Peak Hotel, is because that is where Jackson Elias stayed when he came to Hong Kong. So we'll do the luck rolls in a sec. Let's get that done. So hopefully you can all see the map of Hong Kong.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that's where you are. Ooh, the Peak Hotel. And that's where the bar is. Cool. So let's do the luck rolls. So everyone likes to make a luck roll that isn't got a luck of over 100. So you get 2d10 plus 10 because you rolled under. Is it under or over?
No, over is what you want to do.
Yeah. So you're under, so you get 1d10 plus 10.
1d10 plus 10. Plus 10. 12.
Cool.
And
so if Prattley and Rex will roll 1d10. Roll luck.
No, I'm over. My luck score's over.
Oh, both of you go over. Okay, no problem. So you are in the Park Hotel. It is the early hours. You're not aware of what time it is, and we hadn't established how many rooms you were having. I don't recall. So you've got a very large room with 4 beds in. To make it simpler, it's one of those hotels. 3 masked men have jumped through the window and are going to attack you. So that's where we begin. So Dex order. Enzo, I believe, has got the highest Dex.
My Dex is 80.
The Dex is 80. Oh,
wow. Oh, mine's 65.
So it's actually Rex then goes first. Just double checking the decks. Or was it Ogilvy? I've got them written down on my thing, but I don't keep going referencing. Ogilvy is 55, Enzo 65. So it would be then Rex, Enzo, Ogilvy, and Pratley. So Rex, what are you going to do?
I will. So we're lying in bed, is that right?
You're lying in bed. You are half awake, and then suddenly there's a smashing of the window, and the glass just shatters as your first thought is these ninjas are coming through the windows.
Okay. Then I will roll out of bed away from the smashed window. So I've got the bed and the window between me, and then fumble for my gun that's, I don't know, propped up beside the bed. I don't know where I'd keep my gun. I wouldn't take it too far though, too far away.
I think given where you are in the campaign, you would be sleeping very close to your weapons.
Yeah.
Certainly handguns.
I think I pretty much exclusively use a shotgun, don't I? Let me just check my weapons, see what I've got. Yeah, I've got a shotgun and a lightning gun. I don't think I'm going to use the lightning gun though. No, that's probably not to hand. But I imagine the shotgun is propped up beside my bed, so I'll roll off the bed, and then sort of on the floor, I'll grab at my shotgun, and then if I've got time, peep over the top of the bed and take a shot if I've got chance to.
With 80%, yes, you can get a shot off. Okay. As can Enzo. Ogilvy will just be able to get off his bed, and Pratley will be woken up. So take a shot.
Nope.
So 85 is okay. You fire, and it just smashes in the wall behind him, and a plaster comes off. Enzo.
Right. Room service.
I'm going to order room service.
I ordered those noodles hours ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I get, it's a automatic. I get 3 shots. Is that possible under the circumstances?
Yes. Yeah, because you're not asleep. You're kind of dozing, and they're smashing through the window. You will get a. Although 97 does mean you're a bit asleep.
I mean, the closest guy. My 45 automatic is, of course, as usual, under my pillow or thereabouts.
Cool. So, how much damage do you do with those 2 shots? These guys aren't quite expecting you to be tooled up. Quite. 10. That's first shot. 8. I see. The first guy you hit, he just slams against the wall and slides down, leaving a pool of blood against the wall. Before Ogilvy can act, the pair of them look at each other and then whip out large swords. And in their next action, they're going to be leaping at Enzo because he actually managed to kill their friend. Ogilvy, on the other hand, rolls out of bed, and as he does so, he stares at Pratley. And Pratley, you can see his eyes are kind of rolling in the back of the head, and his pupils go white, as if he's getting one of those clairvoyant moments.
Not now, Ogilvy. There's a time and a place.
He starts mumbling, but you can't quite catch him over the sound of shotguns and whatnot. So these guys are going to make a leap at Enzo. Where's my... There it is. First guy. Second guy. So the first guy leaps over the bed in one bound and makes a swing at you with his sword, which just goes over your head. The other guy does the same thing, and again, his sword goes straight over your head and misses you. But the first guy, because he got a critical success, he's standing directly in front of you, waving his sword around.
Hey, take it easy.
But it's your go. So it's Rex's and then...
So it's me again, yeah?
Yep.
Okay. I will... Oh, it's... So my shotgun says 2 attacks. So, I mean, it doesn't matter that I didn't take 2 on the first go, but I'm going to take 2 shots.
Did you have a pump action or a double barrel?
Well, if it says 2 attacks on it, I assume it's a double barrel.
So you've got 1 bullet you can use. Because you already fired 1.
Okay. Then I'll do that. No.
Boom, click. So you completely miss. Wasn't a critical failure, so there's no chance of hitting Enzo. They do shout in a rather bastardized version of English. Where's Carter? Boss wants his money. So Enzo, your go.
Well,
I think they got the wrong room.
yeah. Well, I've had this rather sharp-looking sword, like inches above my head. I'm not particularly. Don't think I have the presence to stop and start a conversation. So I'm going to be firing automatically 2 at the first guy and then 1 at the other guy.
Cool.
And then that's 1 hits the first, other 1 hits the other guy. For
Extreme success isn't that a full? No, so the extreme success is 4 points. So what's your full damage if it was a maximum?
it'd be 12 in that case.
12. Okay. Just write that down. 12. And the normal success, make a roll for that. So I ignore the 3 because that was your first roll, but that's an automatic. And the second roll is a 12. So you catch the first one with a bullet in the lower part of his jaw, knocking his jaw to one side. The bullet goes through his jaw, up into his skull, and comes out the top and hits the ceiling. And there's a splash of blood over you as he falls on top of you. This causes you to miss with your second shot, but you manage to regain your composure and hit the other guy with a second shot, who is now bleeding profusely, but he's now really, really upset. And he's going to take a massive swipe at you. 53, which he hits you, and you take 5 points of damage. And it hurts. Big sword just whacked you in the arm.
So take it easy. And here's my. I'm gonna find 8 points. There we go.
So Rex, it's your new round. Rex, it's your and Pratley, you're now able to participate.
So what's the situation?
So the first guy's dead. 2 guys leapt over and started attacking Enzo. Enzo took out 1, and the other one swung and managed to hit him in the shoulder with a knife, a large sword-like object. You can see the guy with the sword. Rex can see the back of the guy with the sword. But you get to act first, and then Rex gets to go.
I will use the bed as a trampoline and leap onto the back of the knife-wielding assailant on Enzo.
Okay, make a dex roll to leap, and then you can try a melee roll to. So you're leaping, and is your object to actually grab him, or to simply use your body mass to knock him to the ground? What's your optimum?
I want to jump on his back and then start punching him.
So that'd be a grapple. To make a dex roll. So you've done dex to leap into the air, and a dex roll to grab him, I think, rather than a melee roll, because it's not proper combat. It's you actually just trying to grab him.
Wouldn't it be strength, not dex?
You can choose whichever's your best option. So you managed to leap in the air and grab him, and now you are.
I'm trying to just grab his. I'm grab onto his back, and I'll grab the hand that's holding the knife, and I'll try and stop him from using it.
So you're now grappling with him, and he will be striking.
Howling like a wild man as I do so.
Rex, what are you going to do whilst that happens?
So I don't think the front of this shotgun's working very well, so I'm going to try and use the butt of the shotgun. So I'm going to start swinging it like a bat, I think. So Prattley's on the back of one guy, is he?
Yep.
Then I will try and strike at this guy from the front whilst he's distracted by Prattley. So I swing it in with the shotgun, try and knock him out.
Okay, so make a basic melee roll. Or brawl. Make a brawl.
And Prattley's pretty large, so he's not a lightweight.
No, it's only a failure. So you just they're swinging around, crashing into things, but you can't quite get a good swing at him. Enzo.
I've rolled my 3 rolls 82, 84, and 83.
This is probably why you haven't won the lottery.
Nobody likes a whiner.
I'm just an observer. I'm not whining.
No, and by all accounts, you are just observing. So, Enzo, you get to go next.
Yes. Well, I think it's unsafe to shoot at the. There's just one left now, right?
Just one left.
And yeah, I think it's a bit unsafe to shoot, given that Mr. Prattley's on his back. So I will see if I can I'll see if I can punch him.
Okay, so this is a basic brawl because Prattley is being swung around as this guy's realizing that he is he's fucked. So you can see him glancing around at trying to stop Prattley on his back, but also at the window.
Take that, you blighter.
So yes, you can make a brawl 1 point. So you punch him in the face, and given the amount of damage he's done, he goes limp in Prattley's arms, and they both fall to the ground. He's unconscious.
Worst room service I've ever had.
Bloody dreadful hotel.
So you think you've got a couple of minutes before management start banging on your door for the fact that you've actually had there's been gunfire in the room.
Well, I mean, it was self-defense. These guys broke in through the window and attacked us.
It does seem like self-defense. Certainly, if your Cantonese was good, you'd have a better way of describing exactly what happened. But in the meantime, so the guys on the floor, and the other two are sprawled out dead. Is there anything you'd like to do before the management come up?
Truss the unconscious one up. Use some bed sheets.
Yep. Anything else you'd like to do whilst you're trussing him up?
What's Ogilvy doing? Is he still jibber jabbering?
Yeah, Ogilvy's shaking a little bit, and as everything's silent, his voice has changed, and he is talking in a slightly different accent, which you think you recognise as Ogilvy attempting to do an impersonation of Jackson Elias, which you've seen Ogilvy do when he does his clairvoyance thing.
This again. We've got to sort this boy out, you know that?
What's he saying exactly?
He says, it's Randolph Carter. I left a book in the PT Hotel with some notes about Randolph Carter. I think you need to speak to him. And then the eyes glaze away, and Ogilvy shakes his head and says, what, Mr. Pratley, what were you staring at me for?
You're doing your mumbo jumbo routine again, Ogilvy.
Oh, was I? I normally remember. What did I say?
Something about something.
Oh, excellent.
Something about a book.
That's it.
With notes about Randolph Carter.
Oh, who's Randolph Carter?
Exactly. We were hoping you could tell us.
I don't know. Wasn't he the guy that had that owed money at the bar? Was he on that Niles chap's tab?
Brady?
No, not Brady. Niles had met Brady, but Randolph Carter was on his tab for some reason.
Yes. Well, I'm gonna search these bodies for any kind of clues, paperwork, or anything like that.
Okay, so you can get one search each as there's a knock on the door. So if everyone would like to make a search, excluding Ogilvy, 3 guys do a search each.
Is it spot?
Spot hidden, not search. Spot hidden. They keep changing names.
I will spend some luck to make mine.
I did succeed, by the way.
Oh, did you? Oh, don't worry about it then. I'll keep hold of my luck, my precious luck.
Precious.
You're only able
That's
to search
Save
one
it for a rainy
person
day.
each. Because there's 3 guys. You can't search all. Not one. You wouldn't be searching. Each of you searching the same person 3 times. You search one person. So only one of you has succeeded in finding anything, and that is a scrumpled up piece of paper with some Cantonese writing on, but in English is written kind of. The script is quite flowing, but it says Randolph Carter. And the address of the hotel.
Have a room number on it?
Your room number.
Right.
And there's a knock at the door, and there's a guy nattering something in Cantonese, and then you hear the word, no, English. He says, "Is everything all right? Hello, we heard gunshots. Is everything okay? Please come in. Can I come in?" And you can hear the rattling of somebody putting a key in the lock. And the door opens, and what looks like the concierge and a bellboy is standing in the doorway. And he looks at the window, looks at the blood and the bodies, and the fact that you're all standing there holding guns.
I'm not holding a gun.
No, you're not holding a gun. What happened here? What's this outrage? What are you doing firing guns in my hotel?
We were attacked. These people broke in through the window and attacked us with swords.
What sort of an establishment are you running?
Make a fast talk or intimidate or persuade roll. Anyone that wishes to talk to the guy. What do you mean establishment? A very good hotel, sir. 3 stars.
Good hotels don't have their occupants attacked in the middle of the night.
Well, I certainly, sir. I'm not really sure what's happened here. Let me before we call the police. Let me find you some new rooms. I don't. And you can see him sweating quite profusely. As you are, you have intimidated him quite well. And he mumbles something to the chap, the bellboy sitting next to him, who runs off. He goes, "Oh, if you'd like to collect your belongings, I can move you to a better room, and we can sort this out quite sensibly before we call the police."
Hopefully, this room will not have nocturnal prowlers.
Oh no, certainly we can put a guard up and sort that, sir. I do apologise for your inconvenience.
Yes, well, I'll overlook it this time.
Oh, certainly. I apologise profusely. I can't imagine what's happened. You haven't been in Hong Kong long, have you? You haven't had a run-in with the tongs or anything, have you?
Of course not. What sort of person do you think I am?
Oh, I do apologise.
What are you insinuating?
Nothing, sir. I do apologise for. Well, here's the boy now. This is room 416, for argument's sake. Room for 422. A few doors up. It's got the windows are in the courtyard, so certainly there won't be any nighttime prowlers, sir. And I can arrange the police to you won't be in the room when the police come, sir. Please, please take up your new room. He kind of flusters, and he's awfully polite as he takes you down to the room 422, and opens the door and lets you in.
Okay.
You realise you've managed to override his politeness, and he's just been he's working purely on politeness. It obviously hasn't occurred to him that actually you might be involved in something more dangerous. He's simply been too polite to, and you've intimidated him to make him do anything other than assist you.
Well, I often have that effect on.
Yes. In your room, within the next hour, you are going to hear the police come, and a lot of Cantonese being spoken. You can't understand a word that's being said, but peeking out the door, if you do, the bodies will be taken downstairs, and it all kind of just goes away. oddly.
I thought the police. I thought there was British. Is it a British colony at this point?
It is British colony.
So isn't it the British that aren't the British in charge of the Polizei?
Possibly. But seeing as I forgot that, these are obviously Cantonese officers that have been sent to a hotel. The next ones will be English, obviously. But if there's no English people there and they are speaking Cantonese, if the guy's going to turn up, ring up, he's going to be in Canton. He's going to be speaking, I don't want to say Hong Kongian, so we'll go with Cantonese. Say, yeah, there's some bodies in the hotel. Guys broke in. So in the interim, before the police turn up, you can either leave the guy tied up in the room, or... So I think you're going to have an hour before the police turn up.
Well, if we don't speak Cantonese, there's not much we can do.
And none of you speak... There's no Cantonese at all.
No.
We can't Cantonese.
No. And I'm going to say that he doesn't speak English because he's quite a low-level oik. So therefore, you're just going to leave him to be arrested by the police for something. Because he's unconscious, the concierge suggests leaving the shotgun in the room, and he'll say something along the lines of, there was a fight and the guy that has been tied up shot the other ones. And it's not the morning that this concierge is going to realise that he's actually been intimidated to do this, and then realise he's made a bit of a mistake. But that's for the morning. So,
well, he's in too deep now.
Yes, he doesn't realise that until he's just being helpful. So as you're in your room, after the police have left, it's going to be like the really early hours of the morning. Ogilvy has just passed out on his bed. What are the rest of you going to do?
Have a kip.
Okay, so you
possibly a nightcap.
Bar won't be open, but you can. So you'll wake up on the 17th. So the night goes without a hitch. All nice and quiet, and you awake in the morning to the sounds of Ogilvy snoring loudly.
Look at him, Rex. He's like a tubby little baby.
Yes, I think he shit himself.
We can make a luck roll for him, but no, that's mean. So, what is your actual plan for the next 24 hours?
We don't have a plan.
No one told me we had to have a plan.
Yeah, come on.
Do you have a loose idea of what you're going to do?
I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is rampage, but but without context, what is a rampage?
It's just a night out
with guns.
With guns. Yeah, with guns.
Well, the only lead we had here was this yellow lily bar, as far as I recall.
Yeah, the one that we visited and got nowhere with.
Yes. So your lead pointed you to the yellow lily bar that Nelson Niles, or whatever his name was, had indicated that he had seen Brady. In Jackson Elias's notes, he went to Hong Kong.
Well, I guess we got Hong Kong.
You're in Hong Kong. He had indicated.
Are you sure we're in Hong Kong? I thought we weren't.
No, you were. Yeah, you're in Hong Kong. Definitely in Hong Kong.
No, I didn't think we were.
Absolutely Hong Kong.
Yeah, it's we stopped here just sort of
Because
before,
of the bar.
before going to Shanghai.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah. I was
Um,
getting the two confused. All right, let's go to Shanghai then. To another bar. I seem to remember.
Well, I don't think there's anything else for us to investigate here.
Well, there is the oddity of these guys wanting this Randolph Carter chap. Jackson Lice had stayed here, and it has indicated there's some kind of book that he might have left in the safe here.
Oh yeah.
These
Well,
guys
if you
specifically.
fancy a bit of safe cracking.
You went looking for Niles and Brady in that bar. At which point they're a bit unhappy with what you were doing and attacked you because that's the only place you went, if memory serves.
Yeah.
Did you go to a bath? No, you went to a Turkish bath
Oh yes.
as well. But I can't remember what happened there.
That was a bit surreal.
I don't think
I remember
any
seeing
happened there, did
some
it?
real dodgy types in a back room there.
Oh yes, it was the tongs that were
Mm.
in the back. So, your clues, I guess, are the possible book in this place, whoever the hell Randolph Carter is, possibly another visit to the Yellow Lily Bar, given that after you went there, you were attacked by these chaps.
Yes, we might have to teach them a lesson.
But why did they attack us? We didn't mention Randolph Carter.
No, but he was on the
Tab.
the unpaid tab. Randolph Carter was mentioned, and then you didn't ask anything about Randolph Carter. You just left.
So they attacked us because we mentioned a tab, an unpaid tab that happened to have this guy's name on it?
Yep.
Can't be that, surely.
We were asking about Brady.
You're asking about Brady and this Niles chap, but that linked to this unpaid tab, and you kind of just brushed off paying the tab and left.
Well, yeah, it's not our tab.
No. However, that was several years ago. So, for whatever reason, they decided that they want their money back and felt that you were the ones to pay it.
Mm.
Or that you would know where this Randolph Carter is. Possibly.
How much of a fucking bar tab is this?
You didn't ask.
Notice?
No, you didn't ask. If memory serves.
Well, maybe we do rampage then. That is utterly unacceptable behaviour. It must be met with extreme violence.
Yes.
We should walk in there and order some drinks, and then say, "Can you put it on the tab?"
Randolph Carter.
All snarky, like, you know. Should we go to reception and just say, "Have you got any messages for Randolph Carter?" or something like that? Or
Yeah.
Or the book that Jackson Lice may have left.
well, yeah, that too. I wasn't sure how can we ask about that, but
So if you assume that's in the safe,
maybe we can ask to put something in the safe, and then we'll get a look inside, and then distract the guy and grab the book. A bit of a long shot, I know.
You can intimidate or persuade or fast talk your way into the safe. So you can try. Which of you is going to speak to reception?
Oh, I give it a go, but I'm not the best communicator.
I don't think any of us are very good at communicating.
No.
Yes,
no.
but English is not my first language.
It's not their first language either, so
No.
common ground.
So Enzo, you find yourself standing at reception.
Yep.
With the young lady, with rather elfin quality to her. She smiles with her large almond eyes and says, in whilst a tiny bit broken, it's not bad English. Can I help you, Mr. Magnum? No, Mr. Shaft.
That's the same person. Magnum Shaft is the same person.
But it'd be Mr. Shaft, wouldn't it?
Yes. Do you have any messages left for Randolph Carter?
Let me check. And she goes away, runs through a roller deck. Nothing for Randolph Carter. I'm sorry. No, not on Randolph Carter.
Oh. And how about Jack Brady?
Let me check. And she rumbles through the roller deck. No, nothing for Jack Brady.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, I'd like to store something in your safe. Is that would that be possible? Do you have a safe?
Yeah, we have a safe. We keep. It's a cost of $3, and if you haven't collected the item in let me see. Yes, it's $3.
Okay.
What would you like to store, sir? A painting, you say? Oh, may I have a look at it before you put it in?
No, it's
That's currently up at the window.
I'm just gonna grab the. Do you have an envelope for me, please?
Yes, I have an envelope. She produces an envelope from underneath the counter.
Okay. I'm gonna make sort of pretend to put something inside the envelope and seal it if it's a sealable envelope.
Yep.
I'm gonna. Oh, no, pen, please. And I'm gonna.
Change your pen.
Write. I'm gonna write my name on it. Magnum Shaft.
Well, there wasn't Pratley Magnum Shaft. No, who was Magnum Shaft?
No, I'm Rock Steel.
That's it. It is Magnum Shaft.
No, well, it actually was.
It was Herschel.
It was.
I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Herschel was Magnum Shaft.
I don't want to write my real. Oh well, that's what I'm going to be writing on anyway.
That works.
It's just a. It's an empty envelope. It's just for show. So, she doesn't know that. And what is it? That is a beautiful blouse you're wearing there.
Make a fast talk roll.
Fast talk.
What's your app, Enzo?
The what?
Your appearance.
It's terrible. It is 25.
Oh my
God!
goodness.
Yeah, he's got him.
He's got a cleft hat
Right.
and ginger hair.
So you're saying, what a lovely blouse. She's hearing, I think you're real pretty.
Yeah, nice tits, love. That is a huge, huge failure. You could spend some luck. 82 points of luck to bring that down to.
Yeah.
She notices you've got spinach in your teeth, and you kind of spit out your words, and you realise that you don't actually get to speak to that many women, not in a non-transactional way. She takes the envelope.
And normally they have a garrote around their neck or something.
She goes, "Okay, I'm back in a moment, sir."
Rex, what's your appearance?
Bear with me. "70."
Whoa! You should be chatting up this bird.
It's that Australian tan that he's got.
Hey, you sent the wrong person.
Oh, clearly. What's Ogilvy's appearance, just for...
I don't know. Ogilvy, where's Ogilvy gone?
92.
Most of that is like, no, Ogilvy can't be 92, can he? Where's Ogilvy? Appearance, 64.
Bloody hell.
And most of that is because he's jolly. So who's got the highest appearance?
Rex, by the sound of it.
Yeah. So anyway,
Handsome Rex, as I think we should call it from now on.
Does she come across as quite shallow? Then it's all about the looks, is it?
Oh yeah, because she's almost vomiting. Talking to Enzo, she takes the letter. She goes, I'll be back in a moment, and before you can do anything, she's out the back with the door shut, and then she comes in. She goes, I've put it in the safe. Is there anything I can help you with?
Oh yes. So
Could I have my envelope back?
Rex, did you not also want to put something in? Do forgive me.
You'll have to forgive me. I'm a little bit lost on why we're putting things in the safe. We want to get in the safe, don't we?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah. Or at least get a look inside and.
Yeah, you want to look.
Who's got the best interpersonal skills? Because one approach would be to go, are you sure this safe is safe? And then, I'd like to have a look at it, please. Can you show me your procedures for locking it? Where are the keys stored? I have very valuable stuff that I want to put in there.
That's what Enzo was going with, but with 5% in fast talk, just come out as nice tits.
I mean, yeah, mine's the same. I've got 5% in fast talk. Like, it's just because he's got 70 for appearance doesn't mean he knows how to how to talk to anyone.
Pratley, on the other hand, you do have 75 in intimidate, but given your demeanour, you could attempt a credit roll if you're going to go along the lines of how safe is this safe? Is my money going to be safe in it? And you use that as your method of the thing to roll. Does that make sense?
I'll try that. It's all well and good holding envelopes, but what about real money? Is this safe of yours safe? Clearly your apartments aren't. We were attacked in the night, molested in our beds by armed assailants. Don't make me speak to your manager.
Okay,
etc.
Okay, make a credit roll. See if
cock.
Burn some luck.
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Well, I tried to be a nice guy, but you're really starting to piss me off. Oh, for fuck's sake. Never mind, forget it.
She is unfazed by your attempt at... no, sir, I can assure you the safe is Very safe.
It all rests in handsome Rex's capable hands.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And why is she suddenly going to change her mind? Like, typically.
Well, it's good cop, bad cop. I've come over as a bit of a boorish git. You could just swing in there, go, "Whoa, Bradley."
Yeah, because you're dusty, dirty.
What the hell are you doing?
Doesn't quite believe your credit rating.
How? Right. Maybe she'll believe a 9mm.
Could I potentially sneak into the back where she went?
Yeah, like, can I? I mean, I think we should tell her that there is a problem with the room and she needs to come up and check out what we're talking about, maybe. Get her away from the desk, essentially. And then Enzo can creep round the back and have a look. Would that work?
You are failing miserably. You might want to take a little bit of time to take a step back and come back in an hour or two, just to because it looks a bit obvious now that you've
Or we could set fire to the place.
Ogilvy is asleep, I must admit. So that's
I'd wake him up for that. Obviously, he wouldn't want to miss out on that.
It seems a little bit of overkill.
Ogilvy, and I'm always telling you not to set fires, but this one time.
The other option is to send Ogilvy down or Rex and simply ask the question. We're good friends of Jackson Elias. Do you hold any of his stuff?
We tried that though, didn't we?
No, you would just put an envelope in the safe and then asked her how safe is the safe. At no point did you actually ask her if you could have the book of Jackson Elias.
What did we ask for then? Enzo
Nothing.
asked for something.
Enzo asked if she could put the empty envelope in the safe.
Yeah.
No,
there's something else.
I mean, that's still a win, right? It's in the safe, so
it's in the safe.
You know, there's a benefit to that, because now later on I can go and ask to get the envelope back.
That's true. That is true. Yeah.
If you cast sanctuary on it, and then a word of recall, no, different game. Yeah. So you could do that. Wait until she's off duty, and then go back with the next week to see if you can persuade them to let you into the safe and get your inventory out.
Or Enzo could try breaking into the safe.
Yeah,
He's a skillful boy.
I'm up for that. It's just
I knew you
choosing
would
the
be.
right time.
Yeah, obviously it's manned, quiet manned. It's personed most of the time. So you would need to get the receptionist off the desk for a bit to see if you could break in. So Rex could use his manly charms to...
I haven't got any. I'm telling you, I've got no manly charms. Fast talk is 5.
Rex the face.
Rex the face. You give
as soon as he opens his mouth, you realise he's just an arsehole.
Well, he is Australian. So you've got no intimidate or fast talk. What's your credit rating like?
Have you got any money? My credit rating here says 0.
Oh yeah, because you still owe for the plane that you blew up.
Yeah, I'm in debt.
Yeah. Okay, so it's not going well.
What's your highest skill, Rex? Yeah. What's your highest skill? Maybe we can,
My highest skill, I think, is piloting.
Well, there you go. Regale her with, because that's pretty new. Airplanes, they're quite rare. On.
There's charm.
With that face, you could go, "Did you know I'm a pilot, by the way?" And she might go, "Oh, I've always been interested in aviation." And you could be in. Just slide on in.
I don't think that's how piloting works. I think that's how fast talking works.
Yes, that does. Yeah, you set as an assist. Charm.
Yeah, that is marginally better. 15 for charm.
15 for
charmer. charmer with my 15 charm.
Half an hour passes, and you return back to the desk, and she's sitting wide-eyed. Can I help you, sir?
Hello, Sheila. Let's have a gander in your safe, will you?
And you can see her eyes squinting slightly to see if that's a trying to work out if it's a euphemism or not. Make a charm roll.
Oh.
No, I don't think I'm going to spend luck on that. No, I definitely will spend the few points of luck on that.
Okay.
Because
make it turn into an extreme success.
Yeah, I could, couldn't I? And it wouldn't cost me much luck.
No, what's your extreme?
And
Extreme.
you could be married.
15. Yeah.
Excuse me, Sheila. Do you want to marry me?
15 luck points. You can see her undoing a blouse.
No, I'll just drop 3 luck points, please.
Okay, so her eyes start. She wafts with her hair and does that stuff that women do that I don't understand.
Oh, I didn't mean to roll that. Sorry, I was supposed to click edit mode first of all.
Yeah. So she says, "What I can take you to have a look in the safe, but if you like." She starts flashing her eyelashes, and you get the sense that what you think's going to happen in the safe and what she thinks is going to happen in the safe are possibly 2 different things.
I pick up on that, do I? Because we got some time to kill, so I'm happy to.
Full-blooded Australian male. You probably haven't noticed that at all. How old is he?
Yeah, he's like early 40s, maybe late 30s, early 40s.
He might. Is he a player? Wasn't Rex intimidated in the? Yes, Rex was intimidated in the in Australia in the trade place where that store, the general store. The girls were trying on with him, and he.
I don't know that he was intimidated. I think he was just a bit disgusted. He was a bit put off.
Okay, well, you can decide what you're going to do. She, I'm going to try and phrase this. She takes you around the back into the safe. I don't mean that in any way sleazy, but to be keen and opens it and says, "Oh, if you," she kind of beckons you into the safe.
Okay.
It's not a large safe. You can just about get 2 people in here, and she's quite close to you, quite warm. She's looking up at you because you must be taller than her, flashing her eyelashes. And she goes, "Is there anything else I can help you with?"
So, Kevin, no offense, mate, but I don't really fancy acting out this sort of scene with you. Nonetheless, it does need to happen. It needs to happen, Kevin.
Okay.
But we don't need to roleplay it, if that's all right with you.
That's fine. That's fine. Steve's not here. Otherwise, it'll be over with.
So, yeah, I will engage in flirtations, both physical and if I need to, essentially I'm going to have one eye open because I want to scout out the safe whilst I'm making sure both her eyes are closed.
Okay, so you need to make 2 rolls. You need to make a...
mechanically, you've got to make an endurance roll. And
no, you're going to need to make a constitution roll.
Okay, constitution roll.
Yes.
Okay, here it comes. No.
Okay. And a spot hidden.
Oh, she's got the clap, mate.
What's the constitution for?
The constitution for... It's that pitter patter
No.
actually rain on the garage door. It appears to be pissing down with rain.
Yeah, so I haven't made a roll tonight. I don't think this is not my night for rolling.
No,
But it is your night for love.
it is your night for love. Although the failure for the Constitution does mean you may have caught something. However, the spot hidden, it
Brilliant.
might be an idea, given what you ultimately want to do in the safe. The other thing you want to do in the safe, it might be worth burning luck to actually find what you're looking for.
Yeah, true. I will do that. There's no point in leaving empty-handed, is there? Come all this way and then fail on a roll. That would be... Yeah, I'm going to burn enough luck to make that spot hidden.
Okay.
So was that 24 points?
Yeah.
Yep. Whilst you are doing the thing with the thing, you do notice a book with a piece of paper that says Jackson Elias on, for argument's sake. You just need to get that out of the safe. You can just grab it, stick it in your jacket, stick it in the pile of clothes you have on the floor. To do that, you need to do a stealth roll. And that's the last roll in the safe you'll need to do.
Well, it depends if it's successful, Kevin.
Yep.
No, it's not successful.
Oh, good Lord, Rex.
So, it's not a complete failure, but that's 46 points of luck for success. I will give
right
you.
now. You're going to have to strangle her.
So what I'll allow you to do for that is, in the throngs of passion, you knock it to the floor. Make a luck roll to make it seem as if that was an accident, and then I'll give you one more attempted stealth roll. Pick it up.
You can't possibly fail your luck roll.
So you got a hard success.
I can, because I've been burning me luck just to try and make this happen.
Yeah,
this is. Never squander your luck.
Well, then I'd be leaving here empty-handed, right? And then another stealth roll.
That's very cunning.
Right, here we go. Another stealth roll.
Lovely memory.
All right, I'm going to burn luck on that one. How about that?
Yeah.
I'll burn 2 luck on that.
And after the business, you scoop your clothes up, your jacket up, with the book entangled into it. She's hot and flustered, and give her a peck on the cheek and leave as she's putting her clothes on.
Right. It took so long.
3 minutes. 3 minutes tops. That took no. Let's see.
18 hours.
Let's be generous and give you a 1d12. That's how long it took.
9 hours. Whoa.
Holy shit. You're a machine, Rex. You're a fucking machine.
Couldn't find the bloody book.
I looked everywhere.
8 hours of that was trying to find a bloody clitoris.
You go back to the room and you step into the room and they look at you and you go, "Oh, book." Fuck. No, you
how'd you
end
get
up
on, Rex?
nailed it. No, so you enter the room, Rex, and they all look at you.
Because you're standing there naked with your clothes bundled under your arm. The fuck are you doing, Rex?
Oh, sorry about the Todger. I got the book.
It's strange. I can't take my gaze away from it. Turn around or something. Oh my god, it's hypnotic. You're stirring feelings in me, Rex.
Don't helicopter. Oh.
Yeah, so when he says turn around, I guess I just keep turning around and around and
Tie a
around.
knot in it, for fuck's sake.
The book is a book of poems by Chaucer. An odd, I say Chaucer. It's a famous book of poems, which seems a bit odd. But as you kind of flip or fan out the pages, a piece of paper kind of flips out and lands on the floor facing down. Who would like to pick up that piece of paper and turn it over?
Well, when you put it like that, Kevin, nobody.
You dropped something there.
No, I didn't. I can't see anything, mate.
Ogilvy?
Massive.
Rex is clearly tired.
I'll
I'm too busy getting changed.
They're all a bit nervous about bending over in front of you to pick up something.
Yeah.
I've just got to coil this thing up again.
I'll scoot down to collect the piece of paper.
So you
I'll hold it up and I'll say this.
Okay, so you pick up the piece of paper, and as you go to open it, Ogilvy's going to make an education roll. Ogilvy. No, knowledge, I think, not education. Intelligence, education. And he kind of goes, Randolph Carter. I know who Randolph Carter is. Herschel mentioned him once. He met a Randolph Carter in Arkham. A rather rather odd chap. He called him the Dreamer. If only Mr. Herschel was here to elaborate. And you open up the piece of paper, and there's some notes about this Randolph Carter chap, and it's got Randolph Carter was in Tung Wah Hospital, moved to the Yang Wu Nursing Home. Must speak to him. It's kind of notes to himself. You must speak to him. Possible link to Eric Carlisle. And you everyone recognizes the handwriting of Jackson Elias, which it all kind of grounds you all a bit for a moment, because you kind of remember, or it kind of reinforces the quest you are on is to kind of avenge Jackson Elias, and seeing his handwriting after all these months is kind of it kind of brings it home to you.
Yes, so this is it. Tung Wah Hospital, did you say?
So Chung Wah Hospital, that's where he was. Ooh. And then he got moved, it said, to this place.
Hengwu Caring Home.
Yep.
Oh, nursing home. Yung Wo.
I'm sure these are made up names.
And you said Herschel met Randolph Carter in...
So, yes, this is a random, it's one of those random pieces of snippets of memory that came back to Ogilvy that, Herschel met a Randolph Carter in Arkham. Rather ultra chap. He referred to him as the Dreamer. That's where he'd heard the name before.
But other than owing money to a bar, what possible consequence?
Don't know. That's a bit odd. The remembrance of Arkham. But the indication from the note is that this Randolph Carter is in fact in the Yung Wu nursing home.
Yeah, but I restate my question. why should we bother?
Because it said there
Other
was
than Jackson Elias,
Jackson
who
Elias.
was a bit of a nutcase.
Yep. But he did mention he's some link to Carlisle. Eric Carlisle was the expedition. You've met.
Haven't we killed him? We've killed so many people now. I'm not entirely sure.
Of the 5 members, you have killed, or you've watched Hypatia die. You burnt to death Hudson. That left that person in Africa, Penhew and Brady, and Eric Carlisle. All indications that Brady is in Shanghai or Hong Kong, because that's where the last time he was seen. That's where the indication is. As for Penhew, I think you know where Penhew is. Yes, the information. So you had lots of information from England, letters and stuff from Penhew to Gavigan with regard to getting stuff that they dug out of the desert in Australia sent to England and up to the engineering firm where they were re-engineering the stuff and then packaging it off to a place called Grey Dragon Island in China. Or no, sorry, not Grey Dragon Island. It was being sent to Hufang exports in Shanghai. You found in Australia, in the book, a mention of Penhew and Grey Dragon Island. So if you're going to make you can all try to make educated guesses. So basically an education role.
Oh, seems to me we should go and
Bloody hell.
Carter fella. Education.
So Rex, that figuration of the blood flowing around the body, Enzo nailed it. See if Prattley, how good Prattley's education is. Cool. So it occurs to you of the members of the Carlisle expedition that you have met or have an indication as where they are. They obviously didn't die in Africa. It's possible that given everyone else you've met, that this Randolph Carter could actually be Eric Carlisle. Now, it's a supposition, but Brady was Eric Carlisle's good friend and bodyguard. And it was Brody that hid in the desert when the Sphinx monster killed all of the cultists that you learnt about whilst the rest of them had come out of the Bent Pyramid. He seems to have spent a lot of time protecting Eric Carlisle. No, it's not for certain, but you think there's a good chance.
Well, I mean, I think we should go and find this Carter at the nursing home.
Agreed.
Yeah.
So to do that, you think it is going to require some persuasion to pretend to be doctors or to pretend to be a cousin or something. So it might be worth having a plan.
Do they not just have visitors? Can we not just go as visitors?
Possibly, it's a nursing home, so you don't know what kind of you have no idea what kind of hospital it is, whether it's a secure unit, whether it's an open unit. But however it ran, for a number of years, this chap's been there, and in the previous hospital, and the Lily Bar, which according to the map is not that far away, they have not discovered or not being able to. They don't know where he is, where this chap owes the money is, and they're quite murderous with their attempt to get the money back. So it's probably not going to be super easy to get in, but could be rewarding. So has Rex rested enough to be able to handle a ward of nurses?
I think the question is: the ward of nurses rested enough to handle Rex?
He's a one-man rampage machine. So you would just need to do a little bit of digging around the hospital, I guess. Entirely up to you as to how you want to plan that out.
Well, I wasn't imagining it would be hard to get in. I was thinking we just go there as Rex said, as visitors.
Yeah.
I mean,
honestly, planning is not our strong suit. So if we can, I mean, we should at least turn up and see what sort of place it is, and see if we do need to Ocean's 11 it, or whether or not we can just say, "Hi, we're here to see." We're here to see a resident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's going to take a rickshaw. Not sure how big Hong Kong is. Should we say half an hour to get from your hotel to the nursing home in a 4-person rickshaw or 2 rickshaws?
Yeah.
Half an hour passes, and you mentioned it to ask. You just say to the guy, Yung Weng Nursing Home, and they go off. So the English is spoken in Hong Kong because we've drummed it into them. And you arrive outside a rather secure looking building. It's set in a bit of a valley. There is Cantonese letters over the door, but there is also English word underneath which says Yung Wo Nursing Home, private hospital established 1922.
So it's only a couple of years, 2-3 years old.
Yep, only a couple of years old. Quite a new looking building. It does look like a rather secure mental asylum, if you're honest. A sanatorium.
Right. Oh.
So,
should we proceed? Zeno.
I
don't think the plan would have changed. I think we should.
So, in terms of weaponry, you're clearly not going to be walking around with shotguns.
No.
No, but I will have my. I've always got my 45.
Okay.
And I'll take my lightning gun because it looks like a camera.
Yep. For argument's sake, Ogilvy will have a lightning gun. Pratley, what weapon are you going to take? You think Pratley should have a sword cane, but probably a bit late for that now.
Could I have
Well, he can be carrying Herschel's sword cane because Herschel had a sword cane.
Yes. Okay. So for that, we will allow Pratley a luck roll. See if he still has Herschel's sword cane.
A minute. Why would I take a sword cane? What is that?
Because you're a prankster.
I've got no. I'm
Well,
not
no.
taking a sword cane. I got 20%.
Everyone thinks it's a sword cane, but you've clearly snapped the sword off and filled the tube up with gin.
It's a classic gin cane.
Gin cane.
I want to give me a BAR cane.
No. Don't think
Yeah, okay.
that would have detrimental effect on your fast talk, and I don't think you need any penalties on your fast talk at the moment.
Yeah, but it would certainly improve my intimidate skill.
Yes. No, don't do that. So
I'll take my 9mm. I think I've got a 9mm.
Okay. So
I know I've got a Colt 45. Snap.
as you're walking up to the main entrance of the hotel, the earth begins to rumble. Everyone make a dex roll.
Earthquake.
So who made it?
Ratley didn't, but Enzo and Rex did. I had a hard success, if that makes any difference.
Yep. I'm going to say Ogilvy did make it because as Pratley stumbles,
Could I use my hard success to help Pratley to steady him as I see he's going over?
Pratley, grab onto my peen.
The ground beneath you begins to rumble, and you can see in the distance the Happy Valley above Wolfang Nursing Home begins to shake and give way, and the ground that is there starts to slide down the mountain. It's a literal landslide.
I shoot it. I knew I should have brought my elephant gun. How many hit points does it have?
So, out of game, this is an actual nursing home that was closed for 6 months because of a landslide and then reopened as the Hong Kong Sanatorium and Hospital. This actually happened in real life.
Okay. Then we'll come back in 6 months.
Yeah. You can hang out, eat Chinese food. It'll be great.
In the confusion that is about to take place, you have got the wherewithal to realise that you have got quite a high chance of getting in and getting Carter out of the building
before the avalanche hits.
The avalanche can come down, and they just got to dig the building out. But you've got a good chance of
making use of the confusion.
Yes.
So the aim is to get Carter.
Yeah, yes, actually, yes. That is exactly the aim. Get Carter. So,
do we know what he looks like?
Yes, you know exactly what Eric Carlisle looks like. You don't know what Carter looks like. What Carter looks like, but you've seen the photographs. So
we've seen the photographs, haven't we? Yeah.
If this is Eric Carlisle, each of you would know at a glance because you've been dealing with this and looked at all the information for the last however long.
Yeah, that's true.
You would know exactly. You would be able to pick him out in a lineup.
Yeah. Okay.
You could even compensate for longer hair and a beard, or no hair and a moustache kind of thing. So you facially, you've got a good chance.
Okay, then. So if we run in and we all start to shout evacuation orders, say there's an avalanche, everybody out, everybody out. And as soon as the sort of reception desk is has moved on, because that'll be the first people we come across, have a quick flick through their sort of registry, see if there's any sort of room numbers for him.
Right, so you're going to gain 20% for, let's say, fast talk.
Okay.
Because of the sound of the rumbling behind them, you're running in.
Yeah.
So I'll give you 20%. Whichever one of you wants to go in first.
I think Rex should just walk into the reception area. Okay. Just go, I hate to alarm you, but, and then he drops his trousers.
Avalanche!
Nom nom nom. So would you like to so you charge into the building. In fact, is this the first time you charged into a building without guns blazing?
I mean, who says that guns won't be blazing? I think we should. That might help evacuate it a bit quicker.
I'm not totally convinced by that. But it takes one step at a time.
Okay, yeah. So, has anyone got better than 5% fast talk?
No. Well, I don't. Probably Pretley might have slightly better.
I can't find it.
Left column, just above fighting.
Pratley does have quite a good intimidate roll. Oh, so you jump? Oh,
what?
Everyone's dropped out.
Is it called fast talk?
Yeah. Did everyone just drop out of?
Well, everyone's dropped out of mine as well, so it's like a joint dropping out of. Oh no! Here they come back again.
What am I dropped out of?
No, it's a big glitch. So you had a really good intimidate.
I know, but I'm trying to find fast talk.
I know what Ogilvy's got.
I'm going blind, apparently.
I don't particularly want to use Ogilvy to do it.
It's the left. It's in the left column of skills, just above fighting.
Oh,
yeah, there we go. I've got 5%. After all that.
Okay, if we've all got 5%, it doesn't matter who rolls it. So I'll roll it then, and you're saying we get an extra 20% on this?
Well, yeah, Ogilvy's got 31% in fast talk, but he's not here.
No.
So that feels a bit of a. So who's going to charge in? 20%. You got 25%.
Yeah, here goes then. I'm rolling. No.
So you failed by 14.
No, I failed by
22.
No, I failed by 11.
11. Yeah, because I can't make it. Yeah, 11. So you charge in and you mumble, earthquake, what? And the receptionist goes, what? In Cantonese, which I won't attempt to.
I mean, can I spend luck to make it a success? Because all of these failures are just hampering any progression in the game.
Yes.
So I'm going to spend 11 points.
Burn your luck. Burn your luck, because there's nothing. Everything will be gained from burning luck.
That's just
burn 11 points.
That's
but don't forget
what a capitalist luck person would say.
Tickle your boxes for this. So she goes, so what are you saying? Evacuate. She had the rumble and noise. So she is going to scream and run from the building.
I'm going to try. I'll just help usher people out.
And it's rumbling, and there are people now running, mostly doctors and nurses. You don't see too many patients running out, but the desk is left open, unmanned, and everyone is running out.
I will head behind the reception and see if I can find a list of rooms for, who's in what room.
You find a book. that is. So this is it's a hospital. I'm going to ask for a party luck roll to determine whether this book is in English or Cantonese. Because there's a
Thank
good
God,
chance.
fucking Steve's not here.
Yes.
Well,
Rex.
my luck is now down to 62.
Oh.
Yeah, that's still better than Ogilvy, I'm sure.
That's true. What's yours on, Roger?
85.
So your lowest.
Ah, dear.
Did you say 55?
85.
Oh, 85. Oh, right. So mine's lowest. Okay, so here's a luck roll then. Success. Extreme success.
Not only is it in English, it's front to back. It's front to back, not back to front. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cantonese would be the opposite way around. So yes, you flip through, and with an extreme luck like that,
It was already open on that page.
It was already open on that page, and Randolph Carter is in room.
Oh, it says he's in this room that we're standing in. There he is. He's holding the book.
For argument's sake, he's in room 101.
Oh, of course he is.
That's a random room rather than it being specifically room 101. And there is a small map behind you of the hospital, and that appears to be on a lower level. So you just need to find some stairs and go down. And you can hear the sound of the landslide crushing the back of walls, and everything is shaking, and people are screaming, and people are running out. And now you're starting to see patients run out. So you're going to need to hot-foot it. So memorizing the location, it's going to take you about 2 to 5 minutes to get to room 101. Each of you needs to make a dex roll not to trip over down the stairs or get bumped into somebody running down to room 101. Right. No, so hard success. Rex trips over. Enzo and Pratley leaping over Rex as he falls, pelt off down the corridor. Ogilvy manages to lift you up, Rex.
With one hand.
With one hand.
Above his head.
Yes. With the other hand, he seems to have a sandwich from somewhere that he's eating. And you charge down the corridor. You're running down, people charging towards you, screaming. There's a whole host of what can only be described as fucking lunatics running towards you. It's like a zombie flick. It's just absolute chaos. And you can hear the building shaking and crumbling and cracking, and you have to go downstairs. Charging downstairs, there's more people running, and there's just utter chaos. You're standing outside room 101. The door is locked. Enzo, you are going to need to open this door with your lock-picking skill.
Right. Stand back.
With a deft twist of the hand, you unlock the door, crashing it open, and before your very eyes is standing a rather disheveled looking Eric Carlyle. What are you going to do?
Which will be he was clearly recognizable as Carlyle.
Yeah. A little bit emaciated. He looks like he's been through a lot of shit. Tiny bit of stubble. His hair's a bit messed up, but it's definitely Eric Carlyle.
Oh, Mr. Carlyle, I presume.
Who? What? That's a name I haven't heard for a while. Who's speaking?
I point a gun at his face and say, "Just how much of a bar tab did you run up in that fucking place?"
Oh, I what? A bar tab? What? I don't. What? What's
Never mind.
We don't have time. There's a landslide. We have to get you out of here.
I haven't. Have I stood for election? Oh, it's great. I won. Have I won? Am I going to be president?
Yes,
Fuck this shit.
Come on.
I'm going to punch him in the face to knock him out.
Come on,
Fling
Mr.
him over my
President, follow
shoulder,
us.
And then I'm going to leg
excellent.
it.
Excellent. And he's in a white robe. And he patters after you.
No, I'm punching him out. I'm punching him out, and I'm going to sling him over my shoulder because we'll probably make faster progress.
He's perfectly compliant, but I'm punching him out.
Yep.
So make a brawl roll and then a strength roll. You just need to get 2 successes, really. Yep.
I think I should have. If he's skinny and emaciated, I should have an advantage on that, surely.
No, you thought he could be a lot lighter than he was, but he appears to have a bit of a paunch.
Fuck me, his dick's as big as yours, Rex. Throwing the balance off.
Yeah, one more attempt to get a good grip as he kind of he's just all gone quite heavy. No, you haven't got the. On your third attempt, you managed to get him.
Best out of 10.
He is a lot heavier than you were expecting. But
Mr. Bradley, we don't have time for this.
Shit, now I regret knocking him out.
Stop combing his hair. You chuck him over your shoulder and you start to run upstairs. And as you get out,
this isn't the guy we were after though. We want Randolph Carter. So maybe we should just leave him here.
This is Randolph Carter's room. So he's been booked in the mental asylum as Randolph Carter.
Yes, but we want Randolph Carter. We don't want fucking Carlisle. He's no use to us.
It's his.
We're never going to find out how much he spent in that bar.
I think it's his alias, like Magnum Shaft is Herschel,
and like I'm Rock Steel. Got it.
Yeah.
So you get out of the cell, and as you look to your right, you can see the walls are crushing under the weight of the landslide above.
How long before he comes around?
He won't be around until you get out of the building.
But how do we get him out of the building? He's unconscious.
Because you've got him chucked over your shoulder, and you've simply got to run out of the building with him.
I thought I failed.
No, you rolled about 15 times. Your third attempt, you managed to get him over your shoulder.
Is that how this game works? Oh, okay.
No, because you keep rolling, we'll deal with that. But
excellent. Okay, I've just cracked this system. This system's got
Keep pushing the button.
On the fourth attempt, as they were watching you, because you failed miserably. Your fourth attempt,
there's a massive bug in this game system.
Yeah. Well, you managed to get him over your shoulder eventually, and you are now charging up the corridor.
Just stand there, Enzo, and watch me struggling. Why don't you?
I'll lift up the feet. And
so it's quite comical to see you just manhandling this body up the stairs as all the other patients are just screaming and running out. And you can hear the sound of some patients getting crushed in their rooms. But the ground just covers the whole of the hospital. Just as you burst out the front door, the last of the hospital is engulfed in mud. And you're now standing in the grounds of the hospital, along with everyone else, in a various state of disarray. There's dust everywhere. You do have Eric Carlisle over your shoulder. It is not going to take much to get him out of the hospital, given that there is utter chaos going. You hear the sounds of sirens, both. I'm assuming you got sirens in 1920. Yeah, sirens, bells, whistles, lots of.
and the rickshaw guys are standing there waiting where we.
Yeah, they're quite nonchalant. They're playing the other side of the road. Assuming they're playing cards.
They'd be playing Mahjong.
That entire table and a set of Mahjong. So they're quite nonchalant standing there. They're just kind of staring, smoking, looking at it, going, well, okay. that happened.
Well, that wasn't such a chore, was it?
So, what are you going to do with him now that you've got him over your shoulder?
Okay, we'll take him back to the. Should we go have a drink at the Lily Bar? Just kidding.
Guy's got a tab. It's fine.
Yeah, he's going to settle up. You shouldn't do that. It's never a borrower or a lender be something.
Oh,
I
was thinking we take him back to the hotel and have a chat.
Well, he did have quite a hefty tab, didn't he? So he is a drinker, so he'll fit right in with us.
Yes.
But we don't know though. He might have blown it all on opium.
That's true. Or nachos.
Oh, nachos
totally
and
nachos.
cheese. They were invented. They were invented in Hong Kong.
In the Yellow Lily Bar by one crazy American called Randolph Carter. Carter's original nachos and cheese.
Which he never paid for.
Which he never paid for, which is why he's not going to keep the rights to it. So anyway, find yourself back at your hotel. The only way to get smuggle them into your room is to...
Don't worry, I'll distract the receptionist.
Okay. So you have been gone so long, the male receptionist standing at the... no, it's the female
I stand by my word.
in for a penny. I give as good as I take. Anyway, so that you managed to get into the room without much hassle. Plonk him on a chair, and you have Eric Carlisle in your bedroom.
In your
Well, that's great.
In your bed. In your hotel room.
That's it then. End game. We've done it.
This feels like a milestone.
It does.
If we kill him, I
We
think we've
finally
got
achieved something,
all of
Roger.
the expedition.
What's that?
I feel like we've finally done something on campaign. We've
this
achieved
is
something that was meant to be achieved.
Robert Carlyle can legitimately say, when you ask him what's going on, he can legitimately say something about a Dark Lord and the end of the world. But he wakes up and he is in he's definitely a cookie short of a jam jar, basically. He starts to ramble as you ask him questions.
Do we still have the spyglass? Like, can we have a Yiffian sort of poke around in his brain and can we converse with someone who's not mental?
We do have that.
Is that a possibility, do we think? Like, if he's just, if he's insane and he's not going to tell us what we want to know, because, I mean, we all know how Kevin works as a DM. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough trying to get any sort of information out of him.
You may have to sleep with him just to get something. I was going to say get something solid out of him, but maybe that was not where I was going with that. So
put something solid in him.
He starts to ramble, and he's rambling incoherently and not making sense. And he's going to give you 3 snips of information beyond which you can decide what you want to do.
Okay.
Whether that's try the spyglass or whatever. So the first bit is he says, Egypt, yes, how could I forget? It burned into my very soul and haunts my dreams. It is too much for one man to bear. I removed the eye. What was I thinking? It was too much for any man.
What eye?
Yeah, where's the eye now? Do you still have the eye? Tell us more about the eye.
Now, in terms of the eye, does that ring a bell? Yes, it sort of rings a bell.
No, it doesn't.
It does ring a bell.
No,
spoke
it doesn't. I refuse to let it ring my bell.
Burundi mentioned something about the bell. The guy in Kenya. He says there we were. I'm sure no matter what these doctors have to say, we were in Egypt, in the Egypt of the pharaohs. Patty, Penhew, Robert, all of us. We walked amongst the ancients. They were building the pyramids, for God's sake. The pyramids. He showed us so much, seduced us with promises of power and more. I see his burning eye. He rambles some more, and he comes lucid again. He says, "Now he talks to me, my master. He is still my master. He whispers through my dreams. And that man of blackness, he is not done with me just yet. I think I'm still his chosen, and I don't have a choice in the matter. I see now what has to be done. Oh God, the door. We have unlocked the door. He approaches." And at which point, he starts to shake violently. And everyone needs to make a stand roll.
Stop shaking violently.
Because the top of his head, from his nose, his back, begins to split, and his skin falls in two, and something entirely different is emerging from the husk of Carlisle. Everyone make a sanity roll.
Yes.
Oh, God. Here we go again.
Fuck!
Oh, what? Oh, that's a bit funny.
Oh. Am I allowed to burn luck on this? Not sure it's worth it.
Oh, thanks. Well, I just realised what's happening. Hang on, let me just...
So Rex is basically, what the hell's wrong with you fellas? Haven't you seen somebody's head split open and some being split out from it?
You've never seen what a croc can do to a guy's head?
So, who...
Bloody pommy bastards.
Everything in Australia wants to kill you, Rex. So, you're quite immune to this kind of shit.
Yeah.
I bet shit's more intimidating than that.
One that winked at me once. So I need both both Enzo and Prattley to make a 1d6. Take 1d6 sanity loss, and Rex, you take 1 point of sanity.
1 point, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
As the skin pores, kind of splits off of this poor Carlisle, standing in front of you is a kind of dog-like creature with a rather snarly looking grin. You've seen one of these before. It is definitely a ghoul.
Oof. I thought it was going to be Nyarlathotep or something like that.
and it says, "You bastards! You jumped me in the river. Do you know how long it's taken me to find you?"
Fuck him up! And I pull my gun and start shooting.
It's going to... Who was there? Rex, was you there?
No, because that was on the boat, wasn't it?
On the boat, yes.
Yeah, no, I don't think I was. I think that was still Herschel, right?
Yep. You just sit down and watch. You're fine. So he announced himself essentially as Perry Astor, and he had been... he's rather upset that you fucked him over. He's coming in for the kill.
Yeah, well, that's why Prattley's going to blow his... Fuck's sake, Prattley, what the hell?
So he's going to leap at... Let's go, there's 4 of you. So starting in Dex order, it's going to be 2. So highest Dex... Oh, it's fucking Ogilvy.
Dex? What's Ogilvy's Dex? I thought Enzo's higher than...
Oh, yes, so Enzo. So Enzo, this ghoul...
Sorry, Enzo.
It's all right.
He is going to leap at you first. This thing is going for the kill. So bang, missed. It leapt up and charged towards Enzo, attempting to rip its your throat, but just missed you. So, Dex order. Who's going first? So, Pratley fired and missed.
Yep, I'm going to fire.
Yeah, I'll take a couple of shots as well. I might lightning gun this fucker. Now, you said the lightning gun's a funny way of working, didn't you? Like how much I put into it or something?
Yep, let me get to...
You know what? It's a bit too complicated. I'm just going to use my shotgun. No.
Yep.
Second shot. No.
You got to load it first. You haven't loaded it from last time. So, yes, you've missed.
From last time? That was like a day ago, wasn't it?
It was earlier this
morning.
morning.
It was last night. I don't walk around with an unloaded shotgun.
I'm not a mong. So, anyway, you've missed.
You've got to remember, you mainly reload your shotgun on a Tuesday.
you
That's
look
what's
at
penciled in on your diary.
You dart your eyes straight to Ogilvy and go, because Ogilvy's forgotten to load your shotgun. So it's Enzo. You get to fire.
Already fired.
Oh, did I miss that?
3 shots.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Boom, boom, boom. So that is it's hard and extreme. Extreme's full. Just roll for success and a hard success.
So that would be the 8 and a 10. I rolled damage 3 times.
Yeah. So
the extreme, the middle one doesn't count because that matches the.
Okay, so 12.
Which it was a 12 anyway. So.
Yeah. 20, 30. So boom, boom, boom.
20, 30.
It staggers back, grins, and then will make another leap at you.
Oh shit!
Pratley, you did fire, so yeah, so it's going to have another pop, and then you'll get another pop. So he has.
What are we going to tell the concierge this time?
I'm telling you, Enzo, we're going to be persona non grata at this hotel.
Grabbed hold. He's dug his teeth into your shoulder, and he's now going to punch you in the stomach. So you take 1d, Enzo, 1d4 damage. So
bad luck, Enzo.
3 points of damage from his teeth digging into your shoulder, and he's going to punch you. Attempt to punch you.
3 damage taken.
Damage bonus. And then it's going to do 1 point of punching damage. But his teeth are now locked into your shoulder, so you're going to take 1d4 damage automatically each turn. Next turn, you get a opposed strength roll to see if you can break the hold. But everyone else is going to have a pop at stopping it. Rex. It's leapt forward. It's dug its entire dog-like mouth into the shoulder of Enzo, and it is not letting go. And its other clawed hand is you see it just thrusting up at its stomach. You can't see what's happening.
Okay. I will calmly load my shotgun.
Okay, Prattley.
I'm not hitting with this stupid pistol, so I'm gonna throw the pistol on the bed.
Yeah.
And I'm going to address the ghoul, and I'm going to say, "Come on, fella, put your jukes up. Do you want to kiss or do you want to dance?" And I'm wanting to release. I'm trying to get him to release Enzo, and so I can punch him.
It is going to attempt to eat Ogilvy. Enzo.
It's what?
It's going to attempt to eat.
Well, then I'll punch him in the face.
Make a.
He's not going to respond, eh?
It's got a mouthful of Enzo.
Well, then I'll just punch him in the side of the face. I'll punch him in the side. I'll punch him anywhere. Come on, put your jukes up, you cocksucker.
Ogilvy's going to shoot him, and if you make a brawl roll. So make a brawl roll.
Hard success.
So how much? What's your damage bonus?
I have got a damage bonus. It's 1d4. So I don't know what basic hand to hand is. Oh, there we go. I got it. 6 points of damage.
Okay, so all that's left is Enzo. Quite a lot of pain you're getting from these teeth dug into your shoulder.
Didn't he release him then?
No, after, because it all kind of happens simultaneously. After Enzo's move, he goes last because he's actually been attacked and he hasn't got the dexterity to attack straight away. But after his move, it'll either release or bite down harder.
So, cut into my shoulder. I still got holding my 45, so should be able to stick the barrel into the head of this creature and fire, right?
Yep.
I've got 4 shots left in the magazine, but I can only do 3 per round. So, can I fire all 3?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, with a combination of the last 3 bullets going through its brain, the bullet that Ogilvy put in his brain, and the damage that Prattley made, you end up with the ghoul slides off your shoulders, but you've hit it so hard, Prattley, you punched in its skull with the damage, assisting the damage from the bullets, and it just collapses to the floor.
I punched the bullets further into its head.
Yeah, but you've killed it.
Right.
Is my shotgun loaded now?
Yes.
Excellent.
But that's a hell of a lot of gunfire in this room.
They must be used to it by now, though.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just those guys in room 400.
Crazy Americans. Must be a school outing or something. So your options, I guess, really are running away. It's unlikely. No, in fact, you almost guarantee you're not going to get away with this happening a second time. Once, unfortunately.
I can be pretty intimidating.
Yeah, but this is a dog-like humanoid with its head shot in that requires a sanity roll just to see it.
But they're going to be, anyone coming in here is going to be traumatized.
Yep.
Hey, couldn't we use the painting to dispose of this body?
Could you use the painting? Could a dead thing go into the painting? Well, let's see. So the brain is electrically active for what? 5-10 minutes after your body dies?
I don't know.
So that's where you get the idea that your life flashes before you, because you know that you are dead, but as your body's the electricity in your body slowly dissipates, that's what causes that idea. So I'm going to say there is a slight chance, if he fails his power roll, that you can get him sucked into the painting. So let's see what this dice does. So that one. Okay, so whilst he made his power check, the painting clearly has a better roll, and you see the body just slowly kind of be pulled into the painting. It's almost as if it becomes iridescent ink, and it's just drawn into the painting and vanishes.
We should have used this on those last lot.
Yes.
But it is dead.
Well, we thought it's dead last time.
You chucked it in after it being burnt. However, ghouls, freshly made ghouls, make their way to the Dreamlands and can exist in the Dreamlands. It spent 2 months in the Dreamlands, 3 months in the Dreamlands, at which point it was hunting you because Perry was unhappy with the fact that you'd left him and he got turned into a ghoul and died.
But his own carelessness, not our fault.
I don't understand how Perry Astor's ghoul could have occupied the body of Carlisle.
It has been hunting for you for the last 3 months, and in the Dreamlands, it was able to locate you, and it just used Carlisle as a conduit to come from the Dreamlands to the real world.
Right.
So it could have been anyone. It just happened to have to be somebody that wasn't one of you guys in your room that had been asleep.
Okay.
And because you'd knocked him out, he was technically asleep. So therefore, Astor was able to utilize that as a method of getting into your room and attacking you. The only other way it could have done it is if Rex had arranged for that girl to come up to a private room and you fell asleep with her. Otherwise, it would have been through the guy, potentially the guy that jumped through the window, because he was unconscious. But there wasn't enough time for Perry to do that. So the only other method of him doing it is it would either be out in the open as you're running with an unconscious Carter, which was impractical, or once you've got Carter in the room, he was then able to utilize that as a conduit to come in. Nothing to do with Nyarlathotep, just pure revenge because you'd been turned into an eternal ghoul, and he blamed you.
Right. I can't remember. Did we kill him?
Because you left him, kind of, and the ghouls that were that were dicking around that followed you back from the Dreamlands. No, they were they'd got to the boat because you had gone to the Dreamlands and encountered Castor and those cat women, those cat people.
Mm-hmm.
The ghouls had found a way into the boat to attack you because they're ghouls. Because Perry was in fact a ghoul, had become a ghoul because he'd been reading the books on the because you'd left him. He's an NPC. Hannah had accidentally opened a doorway into that, and had become a ghoul as a result of his meddling with books he shouldn't meddle with. You attacked him, burnt him, shot him, and chucked him in the water.
Yeah.
And that's where you left him, the boat on fire, and you kind of went on to the rest of Egypt. So he spent.
Don't forget, we shrunk one of his hands.
You did. As a ghoul, he regenerates a little bit. But he spent got to be about 3, maybe 4 months attempting to find you. You spent a month in the pyramid. You spent a month getting to China from Australia. So he had quite a bit of time to heal, and because obviously time flows differently in the Dreamlands. But yeah, utter revenge, because he felt, that you'd wronged him.
Fair enough.
So there's a knock at the door. Sir, there's a gunfire again. It's gunfire again. Please open the door. Please open the door.
Should we use the painting again?
Please open the door. Hello?
I'm gonna. Shall I open the door?
Yeah.
I'm gonna open the door and then stand behind it.
What's happening? We had gunfire. What's happened?
Yeah, we heard it too, mate. Where's it coming from?
So
it stinks of discharged firearms in this room.
Yeah, and Ogilvy is holding a rolling up a painting. How much damage has Enzo taken?
Quite a bit. I'm at 16 out of 25.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you gain hit points back for daily. Anyway, so who's going to make their fast talk or intimidate to try and persuade him that there was nothing going on other than the cordite that you can smell?
We could just shine the painting.
I was fully expecting them to use the painting. I literally just opened the door and then sort of fully and stood behind the door.
Entirely up to you. If you want to try and use
I don't know what actually happened. He's still running on adrenaline, but it's starting to feel like shit now.
Yeah, you've lost you're going to collapse shortly, just because you're going to faint. But are you going to use the painting?
I don't think he's. No, I don't think so. It's a bit cruel, isn't it? Is it just me, or is that a bit cruel? Have I lost touch? Am I out of touch?
Yep. That's it. You met a woman, you've gone soft.
And that's the last thing you hear as the bullet enters the back of your brain, and you're bundled in a painting. So, what went on here? What went on here? We heard gunfire. What? Tell me. I'm afraid this has gone on too much, sir.
Fireworks. We were letting off some fireworks. Sorry.
We picked up some.
Of us, I know.
You see, we can't get fireworks where we come from. So we were just curious. We didn't realise they were going to make such a loud bang.
I'm afraid this is. We've had complaints from neighbours, other residents. It's the second day that you've been firing guns in the building. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave by the morning, sirs. I'm terribly sorry. You are.
You are of course welcome to ask us to leave.
What are you going to say to him, Pratley?
That's what I'm going to say to him. Are you calling me a fucking liar? You mean to tell me you don't know what fucking fireworks sound like?
No, sir. No, sir. Yes, I know what fireworks sounds like. I also know what a gun sound like. But it's
Does he
kind
know
of.
what a hard success sounds like?
So he's intimidated. However, you have been firing guns for the second time.
No, fireworks. Do you want me to? Don't make me use intimidate on you, Kevin. I will spread that shit around.
Would he like to hear how guns work for a third time, maybe up close?
Can you really tell the difference between this?
So he steps back out of the room and says, mumbles himself, and walks off down the corridor.
Damn round-eyed barbarians.
I think at this point there's a dull thud as Enzo sort of like collapses onto the.
Yeah, you collapsed, just shutting the door as you fall to the ground, unconscious.
Well, I don't know if I was unconscious, but
Well, actually, make a constitution roll, and anyone with first aid might be useful to attempt first aid on Enzo, who appears to be bleeding profusely.
oh, maybe I was unconscious.
Did I make my roll? Oh, I only missed it by.
Medicine 1. Where's Herschel when you need him?
You could try.
Oh God, I think we're making it worse.
Wait a minute, there's a first aid skill. I thought that was medicine.
What medicine are you giving him?
Cheese. Just...
Oh, there we go. Shit fuckers.
Yeah, have some whiskey. Yeah.
So Ogilvy.
Hard success.
There we go, hard
eventually.
success.
Ogilvy. Where do you go? Ogilvy got a success before you went crazy.
Enzo's just lying on the bed, just wrapped in bandages, looking like a mummy. Right. That's kind of first aid he's been getting.
Enzo,
I can't breathe in these bandages.
Enzo, don't you have quick heal?
Quick heal? No, don't think so. Let me.
You mean I wasted all those first aid rolls on you, Enzo? God damn it!
He's got quick heals when he can run fast.
No, yeah. No, I don't have quick heal. I've got rapid attack. Tough. Yeah. Oh, I've got tough guy. Shit, I've got tough guy. Spend 10 luck to shrug 5 points of damage.
Oh, nice.
But I don't know if I can do that after the fact.
Yes, you can do that. And also you gain 1d4 from Ogilvy.
Okay, that's cool.
So 5, 6, 7, 8.
So that takes me to 19, and if I burn the 10 luck, it goes down to 75, and I get another 5. Yep, and with a few shots of whiskey, I'm feeling a lot better.
Yeah, you naturally gain 2 hit points back a day. It's a gunshot wound, but even so, it's pulp, so that works. So that side, you think you may have overstayed your welcome in the hotel. Essentially, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We don't need to be here anymore anyway, do we?
No. Your next stop should be Shanghai and the Leaping Dragon Bar.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll need to burn this place down, obviously.
Well, I was thinking of the Yellow Lily Bar, but
there's a good candidate.
2 for 1. We can swing by.
You could swing. You could leave here on fire and burn the Yellow Lily Bar because why not?
They crossed us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They sure did. Is anybody that really deserves it?
Yes, of all these are actual human beings rather than monsters. That'll pop you.
Well, that makes it worse. Monsters can't help themselves, but they absolutely had a choice.
They don't start a war unless you're prepared to accept the consequences.
Indeed.
So yes, you can, before heading to Shanghai, pop over to the Yellow Lily Bar and firebomb it. When would you like to do that? In the evening? Pack all your stuff up and...
Well, I think we have to time things carefully. I mean, how are we going to get to Shanghai? Are we going by boat or?
Yes, you could either steal a boat or just grab a little water ferry across. It's not that far. I suppose the other option is to walk into the bar and ask the barman if this is John Carter. John Carter. If this is Randolph Carter, and open up the painting.
I think we should take a tip from like the mobsters. You know, they do a drive-by shooting. We just do that in a rickshaw. We drive past, and then we just like open up as we drive past the bar.
In a rickshaw,
Chicago style.
You could steal a car and do that, and then leave the island.
Yeah. We'll have to drive by, steal a car, drive by.
I really can't see anything going wrong with that.
Molotov cocktail.
Oh yeah, Molotov in there as well.
Okay.
Right. Who's got the best driving skill? It's Enzo, isn't it? You were semi-professional.
No, I didn't. It wasn't Ogilvy. Didn't we actually discover that Ogilvy was the one that could actually drive?
Oh right.
Yeah, I think.
ABC drive.
Yeah, mine wasn't great.
Ogilvy's 53.
Yeah, he's definitely got the best.
So
mine's only 20.
So you Ogilvy is sent out to steal a car as you're getting your stuff, your equipment together, and he comes back with a large 4-door sedan. It's quite simple to make Molotov cocktails. There's nothing hard there. Ogilvy's quite excited at the idea of you're going to firebomb and blow this thing down. I'm assuming you're going to do it in the evening of the 17th.
I think we should do it at night. Because we don't want to kill innocent people, if possible.
No. So just after the bar...
We just want to send him a message.
Yeah.
So we just want to, spray some fire break some windows, shoot up the place.
So in a montage of complete and utter insanity, Ogilvy, you drive past the Yellow Lily Bar. You are set with your Molotovs. You start lighting them. There's a kind of scene in a Chicago gangster movie where one of you's hanging out the door with your machine gun. Everything slows down, and you can see the gun boom, 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 as Enzo's Bradley's throwing Molotov cocktails, lighting them from his cigar, and it's a massive explosion of petrol or alcohol fumes as the Molotov cocktail hits the door and ignites. Your second one goes through the window, and the bullets are flying through the door, and it kind of ends in a ball of fire as the wooden building filled with alcohol just ignites, starts going up like a beacon. The building next to it sets on fire. The building the other side sets on fire. And within 5 to 20 minutes, the whole front block of maybe 20 wooden buildings is ablaze with fire. You think 80 to 90% of the buildings in Hong Kong are made of wood in this area. Ogilvy swings the car around for a second attack, and you
second attack. I think we're done. I think actually we've probably done enough damage.
He throws a Molotov cocktail in because he doesn't just want to drive, and the whole place is just ablaze, and you people are screaming and running, and you drive to the port, where you get on the ferry, and the ferry, in quite unusual circumstances, the whole bay is illuminated, and you can see Shanghai in the distance as the ferry leaves Hong Kong ablaze. And we'll leave it there, I think.
Excellent. So essentially, we burned down pretty much the whole of Causeway Bay.
Yep, I think the whole area is on fire.
Perfect.
All a day's work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll learn them.
Don't be pulling that shit with foreigners again.
We pay for our drinks. We don't pay for other people's drinks.
She ones with ghouls stuck in them. So, it will be. You will arrive in Hong Kong early hours of the 18th. And that will be
Shanghai, you mean?
So, sure, yes. Shanghai.
Oh, that felt good.
They're relatively successful. Now, Hong Kong is the worst part of the whole of Masks of Nyarlathotep. There's lots of information about everything, but Eric Carlisle is in a mental institute in Hong Kong, and there's about 2 paragraphs in the entire campaign, and that was each of the versions of the campaign. They don't pad that section out. Bearing in mind you're supposed to be looking into the deaths of Eric Carlisle, and whilst he can't tell you much, there's very little on Hong Kong. It just goes, oh yeah, the Yellow Lily Bar. Niles met him there, and Randolph Carter's got his address as the Yellow Lily Bar, but he's in a mental institute. That's it. You have to dig into the Masks of Nyarlathotep companion, which came out a few years ago, which has maybe a whole chapter on dealing with Hong Kong. Yes, it's one of the weakest areas. It's just such a in the book. It's not that well padded out, but the companion is a bit better. Just a bit annoying.
Well, we almost didn't come here.
Yeah.
Had you gone to just Shanghai, it wouldn't have added or taken anything away from the scenario, only other than reinforcing the eye element. And that was the seal that was on top of the pyramid that was broken, that Burundi was talking about. And he said that there was a chap in Shanghai, Ho Fang, who he thought could recreate it. Pretty sure, because the idea being, if you could recreate it and reseal it, you could close down those portals that were being used, the bent pyramid and the city in the desert and the place in Kenya, Temple of Black Weapons.
Oh, so there's a guy in Shanghai that could
Ho Fang.
Make an eye that can close the
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Ho Fang. I'll double check the. There's a number of Oriental chaps in China mentioned. I'm pretty sure it's Ho Fang. That he might be the exports.
Yeah, that sounds important.
Yeah, that was something that Burundi had mentioned. The African witch doctor who gave you the little gug creature that drew and ate people.
Oh yeah.
That was added on in from the first version of Masks to the second, so like the next edition. That seems to be an add-on with a gug, because that's like a really big creature that can assist you, because that's quite you can die horribly in the Temple of Ackwind. You go at the wrong time, and there are thousands of cultists there, and a full manifestation of Nyarlathotep. But you didn't. You went during the day, so you were quite lucky. But yeah.